Hello world, GreatGizaPyramid.com. Love that guy. Just to add water. In this lower section, the subterranean section, what I'm asking for is anybody who's actually been down there and can give me good pictures of from the edge of the pit, practically horizontal, like knee level, to this area. If anybody has a way to get like a Wii or a 3DS, not a 3DS, what is that, the Kinect down there that does its grid pattern of the signals and get all the nooks and crannies, and we can actually get a 3D plaster mold that's actual. In John Cadman, you did a great job, but you assumed that this was nothing but a pit, and that's where assume comes into the word. But if you, John Cadman, have all the measurements of these nooks and crannies where we can actually get the flow and can actually map this out, there is knowledge to be learned. The angle at which this is done, there's probably some really cool arc there, probably some Fibonacci thingy in there. This is all beautiful art. This is a completely finished, awesomely done learning tool that we should stop ignoring because we think it's an unfinished room. There's a lot of math and stuff involved, but what this shows us is that these people understood the elements far greater than we do today. And I can't get any more black and white than that. If anybody can actually get the measurements here, what I'm thinking, and somebody can help me, the reason this pops up and back is because since the hydrogen will be the highest thing at the plane, that the hydrogen is grounding to this side, which seems to be at or above this terminal. So since the hydrogen is grounding to this side, the hydrogen is less likely to disconnect, or more likely to stay connected, since it keeps an equilibrium. The water and the oxygen that's connecting to this side, that will be what's being kind of pulled this direction, like the way when you do electrolysis, it pulls the oxygen to that terminal. So that is how I'm reading the room, and the photos and exact measurements will answer a ton of questions. But I see, again, the hydrogen grounding to this side, this terminal, which you're skewing the results this way and then grounding the hydrogen to this side, which is at this location, which is kind of bringing the cracking to right where there's a division between the two of them. You know, you can't make this stuff up any better. And if you think I misdrew this just to skew these numbers, I ask you to go look at the Edgar Brothers drawing back in the 1929, I think was the time, and you'll see that it's very close to what I have here, because actually you could go with theirs. Just take theirs and look at the same thing, and don't look at mine, because theirs actually has pieces that I skipped over. There's a lot more of the little fins and stuff, and they all mean something. And like I said, this is a very far from unfinished room, and we really need to study it and not keep dismissing it. I also would like a lot of detailed pictures of this corridor here, the interchange there, and if you're allowed down this little hallway, the roof line there and the interchange here, which side is higher, where it would look like the water would be allowed to flow, and how. And if there's a possibility that there's a spot that's actually lower, that maybe the heavy water never went above, you know, that's something I didn't notice until just now, that line would coincide with that level instead of that level. I didn't really think about that, which would keep the heavy water at ground level there. And that would actually work. I would like to know that the levels of elevation between that interchange and the levels of elevation, the highest points at this side, because, you know, it's not just a well pit. Please, people, help me here. mapping out of this bubbled area up here, because exactly how the gases flow. I think there's a little bit to be learned there as well, and all of it. Oh, and any really good things around this side of the pit. I mean, really good. Thank you. That would really help me as far as the subterranean chamber. Please, I will gladly give you photo credits. I just want permission to use your photos. I don't want somebody writing me nasty grams that I use their photos without permission. So I'm asking for you to help me. Please, let's wake up the world. This is one secret that's really beyond its time, and I'm tired of people thinking it's something that it's not. And if you wake up to this reality, then maybe we can start talking about the word nutrition and getting GMO out of everything and stop eating these horrible poisons and just wake up to reality that we're living in the matrix, a real time.